let's talk about what causes leptin resistance then, because we just touched on it. So one of the main causes is inflammation, and Stefan's written some good articles about this on his blog. Maybe we can link to them as well in the show notes. But we know that pro-inflammatory cytokines inhibit leptin signaling in a whole bunch of different cell types. So leptin's getting to the brain again, but the hypothalamus can't hear it. And then fat mass has to increase to produce more leptin. And so this inflammation can be caused by a lot of different factors. There are, of course, a lot of foods that promote inflammation, processed and refined foods in particular, and sugar and some unprocessed, improperly prepared grains, gut infections that produce an increase in endotoxins like lipopolysaccharide, and then intestinal permeability, which allows those endotoxins to get out of the gut and into the bloodstream. That promotes inflammation and has been implicated in hypothalamic leptin resistance. Then certain micronutrient deficiencies and fatty acid imbalances can also promote inflammation and leptin resistance in the brain. And finally, another cause of leptin resistance is injury to the neurons that's in turn caused by accumulation of free fatty acids in the brain. And this has been shown in experiments with rodents where researchers overfeed them. They feed them a purified, which means processed high-fat diet, and then they observe the damage to the neurons prior to the onset of obesity. So just like leptin resistance seems to precede obesity, then the damage to the neurons also precedes obesity. So let's talk about now what else increases the body fat set point. I mean, we just discussed inflammation, and inflammation is a pretty broad term that can include causes like gut infections and intestinal permeability and environmental toxins and food toxins and micronutrient deficiencies, etc.